Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is time for our October Breakfast Club. I'm going to let a few of you get joined on, and then we will get started. Hope you're having a great day. We've got a fun Breakfast Club planned for you. Where you're from, and we will get going as some people join on. I see people coming. Make sure you like and share our post. Always helps us out. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. Good morning, Suzanne. Suzanne's up in Galt. Hi, Sharon in Barstow. We are ready for fall weather. I think that we went from summer to fall overnight. I had to put an extra quilt on the bed, so I've decided it's already winter. Good morning, Amira. Oh, Amira's at dance class, so good morning, Gloria. Tell Amira I said hello. Gloria's in New York. Good morning, Victoria. Hi, Gracie. Good morning, Anne. We've got a great Breakfast Club planned for you. We have some fun stuff, as you guys can already see behind me. Lots of other great stuff. The crazy part is, let's see who else is joining. Oh, Tommy from the Six Pack in San Luis. It was so great, Tommy, seeing you guys all over at Retreat. Good morning, Cindy. Hi, Pat. Hi, Tracy up in Oregon. Good morning, Sharon in Apple Valley. 76, Amy?
77.
Okay, so the scary part, guys, is there's 77 days until Christmas. So you guys, we have some great projects for you for gift giving or things that you might want to make for the holidays. So we'll show you that. But 77 days, I don't know where 2021 has gone. Good morning, Christy. Hi, Irene. Good morning, Cranstons. Good morning, Sue. Hi, Chris. Chris is in Armona, which I consider Hanford, but that's just a joke between Chris and I and Jeremy. So, hi, Jacqueline over in Taft. Good morning, Gloria up in Martinez. And hello, Ruth. Ruth is in Visalia. So we've got great Breakfast Club going. You guys, those of you that purchase projects, you guys should have them. They came in a really fun fall package this time to kind of give you an idea that it was a fall project. And let's see what else. We are finally feeling like we're settling into the new building. We still have a ton of unpacking to do. We held our first in-person class. So Anne was teaching the Poppins bag. So it was a lot of fun seeing people back in the classroom, seeing teachers. Hello, Sue and Grandma Ping in Illinois. Watsika to be exact. So good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Debbie. Good morning, Sally. Hello, Carol. Carol was at our retreat. So we did offsite retreat with Patsy Carpenter, who's CI. She's a certified instructor for quilt work. So we did a I Love paper piecing retreat. We had to cancel 3 of them during the COVID pandemic, so it was really nice to get everybody back to do that. We had our first in-person class. I've never seen Anne nervous, and I wouldn't say that she was nervous, but I know how I felt when we reopened the store and doing some things, because she hadn't been teaching, but of course she always does a fantastic job. But it's always a little different when you're getting kind of back into the groove of some of the things that we've done, but everybody made great progress on their bags, so we're looking forward to seeing the completed bags. I'm going to show you another class that she has going on either later in the month or the beginning of November. I can't remember the exact dates. So from there, but we'll show you those. Those of you that have grandkids, I've got a great holiday project for you. I'm going to show you 2 demos today. I'll demo a little example of the project, and then I'm going to just show you how easy it is to do something else. Good morning, Linda Sue. So we will probably just dive in. If you're new, welcome. Remember, you can always, whether you purchase a Breakfast Club kit or not, you can always send in your photos for our slideshow. Those of you that did not get a kit, I'm sorry. All of our kits this month completely sold out. So some of you wait until you see the project and then you call right after because you want a kit. And I've always said don't do that because when they're done and they're sold out, they're sold out. And this month is a sellout. So those of you that missed Breakfast Club, make sure you sign up and get it in so that you are guaranteed a kit for next month. We have two fantastic projects to wrap Breakfast Club up for 2021. And then before you know it, we're going to be doing Breakfast Club 2022. Amy, Marissa, myself, Patsy, Irene, and Debbie, we've all been brainstorming some really great ideas and some things that we want to change it up a little bit. So 2022 is going to be Breakfast Club again, but it's going to have a little bit of twist to it. So we know that you guys will love it. Oh, and also Aunt Linda is watching with Sue and Grandma Ping. So welcome, Aunt Linda. Hello, Jennifer. Good morning, Marcia. Hi, Diane. So let's see. We've got Carpinteria, Hanford, Visalia, Reno. We got people joining from all over. So let's go ahead and dive into this month's show and tell slideshow. All right. So first up today is Gloria up in Martinez. So this was last month's project, and it looks like Gloria used her embroidery machine and embroidered out USA. The original pillow had the word home on it, where the O was a map of the United States. So she changed it up, and I love to see how you guys change things up. And then Sandy has been busy. This is another Elizabeth Hartman. And with Elizabeth Hartman, Sandy loves their stuff. So this is not the first we've seen from Sandy, but this dinosaur is fantastic. All right. And then Sue up in Visalia did a great Halloween table runner or fall table runner. I can't tell if it's Halloween or fall. And then she did a tote bag. And then she did an embroidered bat, which is absolutely adorable. We've got some more people joining on. Good morning, Kathy. Hi, Penny. And hello, Terry and the group from Ridgecrest. They came in to see the shop last week, so it was fun to see everybody. All right, Tracy up in Oregon did a fantastic backpack, and it looks like it's all Oregon fabric. I love Oregon. I love Portland, all the things around there, so that's really great. She finished an embroidered table topper. And then this is a music quilt that she finished. So you can see over there to the right, she's got music on the backing. So music fabric front and back. And then a really fun Born to Quilt embroidered wall hanger or banner. Marvell did last month's pillow, so she did all of the home in the navy, so that looks fantastic. But her comment to me was she learned how to extend a zipper, she learned how to insert a zipper and do a zipper cover, and she took our pattern and then made this fantastic Halloween pillow. So you can see she put Halloween buttons on it. It's all Halloween fabric. It's got the pieced back. So fantastic job. I absolutely love seeing when you guys take our designs and do more with them. So great job, Marvell. And then Jacqueline over in Taft, she did the original one on the right, and then she did another one on the back. And if you notice, she put a little star button right there on California. And then there is a little closer picture so you can see she did the little star, either button or pin. I'm not sure what it is. So really great to put where you're from. So those of you across the country, as you guys do this, sew a bead on, put a button on where you live. That's a really fun idea. Never thought of it. And then there's the back of it, and you can see she flipped it up to show off that she got her zipper all done. So great job. Gina down in Orange County did a Diva wallet using her Sashiko machine to do all of the decorative stitching on the outside. And then she finished up a notepad. This was done in the embroidery machine. And then she did fabric. I think she said it was for her hairdresser. So it's got curling irons and scissors and shampoo and bobby pin. So really cute. What a great gift. Sharon. She has been busy. So this was one of the kits that we did for the curated Christmas design set from Kimberbell. So we did designs for all of them. This was the Let It Snow Somewhere Else. So she got those done. She finished last month's Breakfast Club. And then she's been busy. Sharon does a lot of tea towels. So she got the candy cane cookie tea towel embroidered out. And then here's another one that she got embroidered out. And then gingerbread cookies. Another thing, so I like to put bands on the bottom of my towels. Sharon does a lot of decorative ribbons as the accent. So when you're making tea towels as gifts, there's so many different things that you guys can do to dress them up. And Sharon has a big stash. I've been told we don't call stashes anymore. We call them resource centers. So Sharon has a large resource center of decorative ribbons, so she can pretty much embellish any towel she wants with any kind of theme. This was one of our fill in the blanks called Peppermint Lane. And then she finished a prior Breakfast Club. I want to say that was maybe August Breakfast Club. And then she also embroidered the bowl that the candle sits in the middle of that. And then this was our fill in the blank from Kimberbell for October. I had to think of what month that one was. So that was home, and you had an option to make the pumpkin a pumpkin for fall or a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. Marsha's been busy doing tea towels also. This was for her granddaughter. I believe she said her new house. So it looks like those must be the dogs, Sadie and Chewy. And then she did some more tea towel embroidery and a couple more. Everybody loves to get personalized gifts. If you guys think people don't give them something personalized, and you'll realize how much they love the personalized stuff. And then Donna has been busy. So in the back is the Home of the Blooms fill in the blank from Kimberbell. That was several months ago. That's actually using a pillow blank. So whether you embroider or not, you can use any of the Kimberbell blanks as sewing. So she also did some other, I think, mug rugs or coasters to the left. She finished up her October fill in the blank. And then she took the design from the Home of the Blooms, and then she put it on one of the Kimberbell gray felt zipper totes. What's really great about those is you guys can embellish them, and then it's a couple seams, and they're sewn, they're lined, and everything like that. And then she got some aprons done, aprons and hot pads, and they are customized, so she has added names to those. And then she also did some more of the home tea towels and then she also has matching mug rugs. Those have names on them. I think those are the grandson's names. So the spider mug rugs in the front. So she also has been extremely busy. Oh, Cheryl up in Lemoore or Hanford, I can't remember. Look at this amazing Halloween quilt. She finished this up. It is all hand appliqued, and then she machine quilted it herself. It is fantastic. So great job on that hand applique, Cheryl. Suzanne, you made my day with your comment on this. So this is a Halloween panel. And Suzanne made this for her 91-year-old mother, and it's an advent calendar for Halloween. So on top of what you said in your email to me, Suzanne, I am going to use this as an idea down the road. But so this is an advent calendar. She made it for her 91-year-old mother, and there's 2 little pieces of candy in each pocket for every day leading up to Halloween. So I think that is such a great idea. It did, like I said, give me a little inspiration for something I'd like to do next year for Halloween. Karen over in Ridgecrest, part of our Ridgecrest group. So we have a big Ridgecrest group that gets together, and then we have the group over in San Luis that gets together. They actually, Ridgecrest came into the shop to see the new building last week, so it was great to see them. This is one of the table runners that she finished with the maple leaves. And then the So Organized and the Stash It basket. So everybody has been super busy getting projects done. And then my mom got her tabletop displays of the month done. So she used glitter for the letters instead of fabric. So that is her orange version. And then she also did a purple version. So very Halloweeny, very cute. She did her Fall in Love tabletop display. And then she did her August Breakfast Club project. So that was our Prairie Pointed table runner. And that is going to be the end of our slideshow for October. We love to see the pictures. I love to see everybody's inspiration. Once again, Suzanne up in Galt, I'm really, truly inspired by the Advent calendar for Halloween. Never actually really thought about that, so it already went on our list of ideas. If you actually saw our list of ideas, you guys would think, how are you guys ever going to get any of these things done? But as we see things that we think people will like or that might inspire people, we put them on a list. And then when we start to plan Breakfast Club or events, retreats, classes, we kind of refer back to the list. We also use that list when we meet with fabric reps, because we want to make sure that when we're ordering fabric, it's things that you guys are going to like, things that are going to inspire you. We are meeting, we've only met with, I think, one fabric rep during COVID that was in person. Everything else we have done completely virtual via Zoom classes or anything like Zoom, actually just ordering off of images that they send us. So it's been very interesting to do that. And I've been really happy so far with what we've seen. But one of our favorite reps will be here on Tuesday, and I'm excited to see all the new Kate, all the new Tula, everything new from Marcus, everything new Free Spirit, Henry Glass. So all of that good stuff, we're really excited to get going. So I said earlier, 77 days till Christmas. So it's time to get busy. And we have a couple of great kids things. I feel like I've been showing a lot of boy things lately, and it unfortunately in the fabric industry, I swear it's either we see all girl stuff or all boy stuff. We never see, in my opinion, a really good mix of things boys, things girls. So right now it has been boys, and I kind of showed this not completed last month, or was it completed, Amy? Man Cave. I think I just showed you guys the fabric. I showed you the pieces. So this is our new Man Cave quilt. And it comes with the pattern in there. It actually uses two panels. So there's a panel in the middle, and all of the piecing around it is sashing and background that's around a panel. So it's not a time-consuming project, but it's full of tools. Man Cave, my rules, my tools. So all kinds of really fun things on there. So you'll find that under our Breakfast Club tab on the website. Speaking of that, so Man Cave. So I'm going to show you. Every once in a while, projects just make me so excited. And I was on the phone with a couple different people this week for different odds and ends. And I said, oh, wait till you see Breakfast Club. So you guys have all seen when they do play mats. And normally the play mats are usually maybe 24 inches by width of fabric. So this one is actually a yard and 2/3 long. So I don't know how many inches off the top of my head that is. So it's one great big play mat. But look at what you can do with it. So this is called the Roll and Go play mat. So those of you with embroidery machines, if you get this project, you can actually embroider a child's name here. So this can just go anywhere. And when you unbutton it, so you'll unbutton it, it is a quilt. And then, so you have a full quilt. It's got that great stripe on it. It's got all the fun, bright primary colors on it. And then it has some little button loops that come over here. And then when you open it up, it has the inside of your play mat. So then they have a play mat they can lay down with, or they can cover up on a quilt, and maybe they want to cover up this way, but it gets better. When you get down here to the bottom, it has a Velcro pocket which goes the whole length, that they can put all of their Matchbox cars in. And then when they're leaving grandma's house, they're leaving their aunt or uncle's house, their friend's house, daycare, they can roll it up, fold it in thirds, roll it up, and then carry it right out the door. So this is the Roll and Go playmat. It uses straight line quilting, so it's not something that is going to be overly complicated or take a lot of time, and there's plenty of time to get it done for the holidays. And once again, those of you that have embroidery machines, embroider and customize it with names on it, especially when you're making one and there's more than one brother in the family. All right, so we had Roll and Go play mat. There's also some fabric if you want to do pillowcases. It's all on the website. It is from, I just got to remember. Oh, it's from Northcott. So Marissa usually will put those sometimes in a tab where it's all kind of together. So the Roll and Go placemat, it is playmat. It is one of my favorite things that we have this month. So those of you that love Lorelei fabric, I'll just show a couple of these. We've got in some new stuff. So this is the travel trailers, because these are always the most popular. So the travel trailers, all the fun colors. So travel trailers. And then look at how adorable. So there's the dog houses. And then there's the dogs. Her stuff just always makes me smile. And then we got more buttons in because people had been asking about more buttons. And then we got in, if you're wanting to work on a sewing themed or something, we got in the dress forms, and then we got in the sewing and quilting ladies, so holding the sewing machine, the pin cushions, all of that kind of stuff. So lots of new Lorelei fabric that has come in for you guys. Once again, you guys will find it under the website. So did you see, and I posted about this on the website, and I think I did it on Facebook. So this is the new Queenie bag. Love this bag. I'm going to just give you one little thing. So I have always said one of the greatest things about taking a class is learning the ins and outs. Every pattern writer is different, and everybody writes different. They use different verbiages and things like that. But when you take a class from an instructor, the instructors have gone through the effort not only of making it, and as you can see too, because I will tell you, with Anne, she made the first one exactly the way the pattern said. Then she made the second one, and then she made it with the way she would make it and the changes, and to make it easier. So when you take a class, you are really getting the ins and outs of the pattern. We've made all the mistakes. We've all gone through the frustration if a pattern is incorrect, if there's a cutting mistake or anything like that. So you guys taking a class really do get the best out of the pattern. So this is the Queenie bag. It has pockets, big pockets on both sides. It has a zipper, the zipper cover. It's got pockets inside. You know, Anne always does extra pockets or talks about different things there. Fantastic bag. It's got those big puffy handles that we love. So that is the Queenie bag. You can find that the pattern on the website. The cording is en route, so we'll have the cording here next week because it's a pretty large cotton cording that's actually then wrapped with soft and stable. So the pattern is there, and then this bag is made out of a new Northcott line, and I just think it is absolutely beautiful. This line, when Anne showed it in her class, everybody ran out and bought a bunch of this fabric. This was a a Marcus fabric line. So those should all be on the website also. So going on, I showed this quilt, but I had a plan to do something different and it didn't make it here. So I just put this quilt back on because it has been so popular since we opened the store up. People have come in. This is a really great quilt. It's called Color Fusion quilt kit. So it has all of the fabrics in there. Fun, great piecing. It's a good quilt to give. It can be masculine, it can be gender neutral, it can be anything that you want. It can just match the decor. We have extra wide backings for it. So Color Fusion, there's a pattern also on the website for that. Now, I know it's October, what is it? October, what's the date, Amy? 9th.
9th.
So October 9th. I had wanted to get in some Halloween basics. So this isn't a fabric that I'm just going to clear out at the end of the season, but sometimes it's hard to find Halloweens that are just in the bright colors because we want to throw together a table runner or we want to throw together some placemats or we're adding it into another project. This fabric line got here yesterday. You guys know the port delays. You see it on the news all over the place. I'm sure the Long Beach oil leak, spill, whatever they're calling it these days, is going to make things even worse. So this fabric got here yesterday. Should have been here in August, but it is what it is. So this is a really great Halloween line. We put together half yard bundles. Because most of the time in Halloween, fat quarters are not usually enough. These are really fun fabrics, but I want to show you. I'll just do this. I have to show you these ghosts. Look at how fun these ghosts are. They're almost iridescent. I should have taken them in like the bathroom, Amy, and see if they glowed in the dark. It didn't say they glowed in the dark, but they almost look like it. It has these back iridescent ghosts in the background. And then it's just got really fun, happy pumpkins, spider webs, stars, all those things that we're always looking for when we need little Halloween prints to embellish things with. And then, of course, I love the potions. And then Marissa really liked all of the different eyeballs. So it's a fun Halloween line. We have the yardage on there, but we did put together some half yard bundles just to make it easy so you have the full collection and then you will have what you need when you go to do a future Halloween project. Are mine here? All right. I just wasn't sure which way I'm looking on the cameras, guys. We're still adjusting to the new space. So these are two brand new So Kind of Wonderful patterns. You know how much I love the Quick Curve Mini Ruler. You know that the ruler is very forgiving. It's very easy to use to make curves. And the instructions in a So Kind of Wonderful pattern are extremely user-friendly. There's a lot of graphics. So this is called the Posh Jack O. So Posh Jack O, it is the pumpkin, has his stem, and then it's got the 3 blackbirds. But look at how cute this is. It's got 3-dimensional beaks. So your kit will have everything to make the pumpkin. So it'll have everything to make the wall hanging and your binding. You'll just need a backing and then the pattern. And then just as a reminder, if you don't know, that uses the Quick Curve Mini Ruler. So the Quick Curve Mini. But the thing that I really loved is going to be Posh Gobble. This project has made everybody so happy. So Posh Gobble, as you see our kit, he has all the feathers. He's got his red gobble. Amy, Marissa, Irene, everybody thinks he needs a couple buttons for his eyes, so you guys can always add that. So Posh Gobble, we showed this as it came off the long arm and got a binding on it. So we showed that right at the retreat we did with Patsy last weekend. And then he's now available on the website. Absolutely adorable. The fabrics that you guys see in here, you see it is all using this Bubbles or Baubles fabric. I'm not sure if I remember. I think it was a Camelot line. But all of the feathers, with the exception of the black, are all of that. So it just has a nice transition of colors. He just makes me happy. It's a great size to use for decorating. So Posh Gobble, once again, you guys know the routine. There's kits on there, there's patterns on there, and then it is going to be fast, fun, and easy to make. I showed just the fabric last time because it had come in about 2 days before Breakfast Club, and we're good. And everybody that is behind the scenes, Karen and they're good, but we couldn't get it done in 2 days. So this I showed just the fabric on. This has been hanging in the shop. It is so popular. It is called Animal Kingdom. It actually uses a jelly roll and a charm pack. They call it something else on there, a stacker at Riley Blake. I don't know if you guys know that, but every manufacturer uses a different name because the jelly roll and the charm pack and the layer cakes, those names all belong to Moda. They kind of started it. So everybody has come up with their own names like stackers and roly polies, and I can't keep up with them all. But it uses that, and a background and a binding is all that goes into it. So when you get the kit, it has all that set up for you, and really just kind of fun. And once again, it has been really popular. You can get 2 kits and just add squares if you want to make it bigger. We had somebody said that they wanted to do that because they wanted it much larger for a bed. So there's always options to make things, I should say almost always options to make things different. We also have one last quilt to show you, which is going to be Serenity. Now, the pattern is actually called Glowing. So the pattern is called the Glowing Quilt, and it was made out of all these funky, bright, primary, bold colors. But this isn't a fabric line that I typically would order. It's from Figo. I haven't brought their fabric in a long time. Figo's a division of Northcott, if you didn't know. And it just had some really good texture prints. So although there's color, they're very low volume. And I'll bring this up so that you guys can see it. But there's just little tiny pinstripes and dots and almost like grid paper, some little hash marks. So very low volume. This is the quilt that it makes. It's beautiful. When you walk in the store, we have it hanging right next to the door. And it just glows in the light, which I guess is why it's glowing, is called the glowing quilt, because it really does glow. It makes me happy every time I see it. So we have a lot of people that come in and they say, my new daughter-in-law wants everything very muted, or they want it in a specific color. They don't want a lot of pattern, or they don't want something that can't be carried on. So, for example, they might not want something that has yellow roses all over it. So that was really the reason for that fabric line, was we get so many requests. Now this uses 12 or 13 prints. We have the entire line, and it's about 30 prints. So if you are looking for those low volume prints that you need for something or someone specific, the Serenity line that we have, once again, it's from Figo. It's a division of Northcott. You guys really should take a look at it. The last fabric I'll show you today is the new, I always say it wrong, Jay Wecker Frisch. So she does the really fun steampunk through Riley Blake, the Sewing Ladies. We have some really fun stuff coming for her. We actually have a new best of line coming from her, and you guys will be able to get it, and it will give you 3 years of calendars with it. So it's not something that will only last for 2022. It's actually going to go for 3 years. So it's going to be a really fun project where you can change things out. And I can't wait for it to get here and us to show it. But it's hard for me to pass up a coffee line. So this is one of the new coffee lines. Something that you guys are going to start seeing, and it's really interesting because this was a huge conversation between all of us yesterday. Digital printing came out several years ago. Digital printing was extremely expensive, and normally we only saw a big panel or things like that. So if I remember correctly, when a fabric company prints fabric, Their repeat has to be 22.5 inches or smaller. After that, they cannot print the repeat. Okay, it has to be done digitally. So, for example, when I showed the all around town play mat, that panel is 1.2 yards long. That is a digitally printed item. And then there are only so many colors. I don't remember the number that can go in to printing fabric. So now that digital printing is something that is not going away, you're going to start seeing a mixture of things. And I'll give you an example. This is digitally printed. It feels exactly the same. It looks like it was screen printed, but it is not. It's digitally printed. Lots of colors. It has a large repeat on it. Now, when you go into this, that's an accent piece, this is traditionally printed. So you guys are going to start to notice more and more digital printed items across the industry. And it's only normally a few pieces in the line. The example would be in this coffee line, there were only 4 pieces that were digitally printed. Okay. We have 4 pieces out of, I don't know, 15 or 18 that we got in that were digitally printed. And they're these really large prints with lots of color to make them. So once again, you can't feel the difference and you can't see the difference, but you are going to, it does allow us to get larger things like the playmat, and stuff like that. The Hoffman was really big originally in digital printing. The big dream panels, the leaves, the cityscapes, all of that kind of stuff. So you're going to kind of see more and more of that. And we'll probably talk about that. I'm trying to get a couple of special guests to come on and do a Facebook Live with us and actually talk about the changes in the fabric industry, give you guys more information about it than what I can give. I'm always fascinated by it. You guys, a lot of times, will ask questions about this or that. So if we can share it with you and give you a little more info about it, we always want to do that. You guys know that I love the Quilt As You Go from June Taylor. So this is actually the Casablanca placemats. I'm going to give you guys a little demo on these in a minute. But so we put kits together. I'm using this because I love coffee. I drink it all day, every day. But I love this line. It's really fun. The Quilt As You Go products, when you want to do a table runner sometimes, you want to do placemats, they are so easy because they're all pre-printed. The lines, they tell you where to sew. When you're done, it's already quilted because you've added your backing. And then you trim it and you add a binding to it. You can even add embroidery to these centers, and I'm going to talk about that too in a minute. And then I want to remind everybody, so we get this question, and we've gotten it more so since we've moved because we've had more space to put more things out. The Kimberbell fill in the blank, or, and I'm just going to say this, anything, almost anything that is out there, not everything, but the quilts, the wall hangings, the fill in the blank, they are not just for machine embroiders. They always make a they always make a sewing version of those big items. So on our fill in the blank, this is done on the embroidery machine. But if you buy the kit and you don't have an embroidery machine, all you have to do is let us know and we'll send you the sewing version instructions. So we always print out the machine embroidery versions. However, there is always a sewing version on any of the fill in the blanks. So if you guys love these and you're like, oh, I don't have an embroidery machine, well, guess what? You just have to ask us and we'll give you the instructions for the machine sewing of it. So you would just do the machine applique of it. This actually uses some glitter, and this uses pumpkin spice or orange spice. I don't remember the name of it. Velveteen in it. So, and then the pumpkins have like soft and stable behind them, so they're puffy, they're dimensional. So any of these things, if you are ever wondering or you say you want to do them and you don't have an embroidery machine, just ask us because most of these will have a sewing version to go along with them. So let's take a look at our project for October. So those of you Amy, did you see that message from Doris?
Mhm.
Doris, I'll have Amy look into that for you, okay? And we'll make sure that gets resolved. All right. Good morning, Leanie. Hello, Linda. Okay. So it looks like I was frozen for a second. So let me just make sure that it catches me back up here before I go further. I see it. Okay. So we're back. We were frozen there for a second, guys, but stay with us because we're back. Or can I move to this camera? And maybe it's that issue. Guys, hang on with us, okay? All right, so we're going to try that. I think there might have been an audio on one of our cameras, so we just switched. Guys, I know some of you are saying you can't hear me. We're getting it. I think we're back. Jeremy, did we look back? All right, so we look back. Guys, we froze. We just switched to camera really quick. So we're going on the fly. All righty. So when you guys open up your kit for this month, you guys are going to have a piece of batting in here, okay? So a piece of batting, and then you guys are also going to have a piece of Wonder Under Pellon 805. So remember, it has smooth on one side, bumpy on another side. So smooth and bumpy. Remember, you always fuse the bumpy side and then you'll peel the smooth side, or what's called release paper, when you're doing applique. There are some beautiful, beautiful batiks here, all oranges. So can you imagine a fall theme here? My favorite time of year. So some really beautiful fall oranges, some pretty fall green. Closer to me, maybe? No, it's not that.
No.
Guys, it looks like we're still having a little audio issue. Not sure. I'm going to keep going. So, not sure why our audio wants to go somewhere else, but we're trying to figure it out on the fly. We are trying to figure it out on the fly. What else could be grabbing our audio source? Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So, we have backing, and then we have some brown, and then you have a background. All right. So, with that being said, we have a great fall pumpkin applique table runner. So we're going to go over and we're going to do a little demo with that. And we will take it and I will show you how this project is put together. So we're going to head over to the cutting table. All right, so over here, I just want to show you guys how this is done. This is all done raw edge. Okay, all raw edge. And when you look at your pattern, on the back of it, you're going to have all of the shapes. So those of you that have embroidery software and you want to digitize this, this is a fantastic project to digitize. So these are all separate pieces, and then you have a leaf, and then you have a stem. And I'm going to find a pumpkin here. So let me see. We're going to use this one. So as you guys can see here, we did our Scrappy. So each pumpkin has 3 colors, and you guys will notice that those pumpkins has a center, and then layer 2, and then layer 3. So this is your back layer. We're going to layer on top here, and then we're going to layer our final piece. Before we fuse it, we'll stick our stem in, and then we'll also stick our leaf in. There's no piecing to this. You're going to trim your background down to size on the pattern. You're going to trace and then fuse these in place. We didn't even stitch these down. All we did is a crosshatch on that, and that was done. So you have the option, if you want, to go ahead and stitch that. So I want to show you really quick how easy this is. How easy this is to do. So I've traced all of my shapes here, all right? So the skinniest piece is the middle, and then you have the outside. Here's your center, and here's your leaves. So when you guys go to do this, what you're gonna wanna do, this is gonna go in your binding. So you're gonna wanna put it really close to the edge. So you're gonna have this here, and then you're going to have this one here. And then all that you're going to do here is you'll stick these in. So you're going to get them exactly where you want. Now, I haven't released the paper here, but you would release your paper, get them all in place exactly how you want them to go. Stick your stem in where you want it. You can stick your leaf in where you want it. You don't even have to put the leaf in. And then once you have it where you want it, you're going to fuse it in place. Then you have the option. You can stitch it down raw edge. You can zigzag it. You can blanket stitch it. You can do what we did and just leave it alone. And when you leave it alone, just stitch over it, everything is going to stay right into place. So this is a fast and fun project. It can be used all the way for fall. It can be used through October in the Halloween season. You could make these some sort of jack-o'-lantern, I guess, if you wanted. But we wanted a table runner that was a little bit whimsical, and then also something that would be really quick and easy to make. Once again, those of you that have embroidery software, this will be a great lesson for you guys to put it into your software and digitize it. So there is that project. So I want to show you also this project. So I was talking about how much I love these placemats. So this is the June Taylor placemat. So this is, I believe, Casablanca. And remember, you get 6 of them in the package. We have kits for this currently. We'll be making some other kits down the road. But I thought I would show you, for those of you that have never done this, how easy it is to go. Okay, so here we go. When you have your placemats, you're going to see that they're all pre-numbered. We would put a piece of backing on the back, and then you're going to stitch around that outside line. You'll put your first piece on. Now, those of you that want to take your embroidery machine and embroider something, what I would actually do with this is put some SF101 on it, and I would also fuse it. So I might even put a piece of Wonder Under on the back of that, and actually fuse that right into place and do my embroidery. That way I don't get any puckering. But these are as simple as literally going in here, putting it together, sewing your 1/4 inch, and then putting these all the way around. So on the Casablanca, you have a center square, and then you're followed by, remember, seam allowances aren't out of here. Then you're going to go around and you'll do one more go around. And then it gets really fast because you can sew all 4 sides at one time. I'm going to bring this project here so you guys can see. Then we're going to go into our bats. And then we're going to go into another piece. So this is the Kimberbell Halloween fabric from this year, and then you guys can put that out like that. And you'll see just how quick you guys can make these placemats. The other great part of it is that they're all quilted when you're done. So all you have to do is trim them and then throw a binding on them, and they're done. So they're very easy to make seasonally. Um, of anything you want. But look how cute that project really is. And then obviously all you have to do is square it up and then you will be done. So we're going to go ahead and give away some prizes, and then we're going to wrap up Breakfast Club for October. So we give away two prizes. We give away a prize for sending something in for show and tell. And then we also give away a prize for participating. Whether you're a yearly member or you buy them monthly, everybody goes in, and then you get a free Breakfast Club. Those of you that, if you're already enrolled in Breakfast Club, we'll send you the gift certificate for it. So the first winner today is going to be for show and tell, $20 gift certificate. Amy, that is
Marvell Pruitt.
Marvell Pruitt. Oh, congratulations, Marvell. Marvell's local here in Bakersfield. Marvell, I loved your show and tell. I loved that you learned something and that you used it and made another project. So congratulations. Amy will have a $20 gift certificate. You can pick it up at the store, or you can pick it up when you're here for your second class with Anne on the Poppins bag. And then the winner for Breakfast Club is
Sharon Baker.
Sharon Baker in Apple Valley. So congratulations, Sharon. If you're signed up for next month, Amy will do the following month. If you're not signed up yet, you're automatically signed up. Congratulations. Thank you guys for joining us. We are sold out of the Breakfast Club, so there is no extra kits this month. I do know that Amy will contact, who was it that was there? Doris. Amy has a kit for you, so she'll get a hold of you after Breakfast Club and figure that out. We have 2 Breakfast Clubs left. We have one holiday project and then a project that's going to be brand new for us. We might not have ever done, well, we haven't done it. But I've got a really great December project ready. We're also going to announce all the fun things that we're going to do for 2022 with Breakfast Club. Thank you guys for spending part of your Saturday morning with us. Sorry about the little bit of audio issue. Not sure what it was. And we appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you supporting Thimbletown both in person and online. And we will see you on November, I think it is the 14th. Second Saturday, I think it's November 14th for our next Breakfast Club. The 13th. Sorry, I had that wrong. Saturday, November 13th. So once again, if you want a Breakfast Club and you haven't signed up, sign up, because this month was a sellout project. Have a great Saturday, everybody, and we will see you all again soon.